What's good, planet Earth? Welcome to the channel. I'm Charlie, and thank you for coming along for a video. Today, I got a request via PayPal, and this one's from Joseph. And Joseph has asked me to take a look at the 2015 Bluecoats show, Kinetic Noise. Now, let's break this down a little bit. Kinetic energy is the energy of movement. Every moving object has kinetic energy. And then noise, obviously sound. So kinetic noise, I presume this is going to be a lot to do with the movement of sound, how it propagates, how there maybe is going to be a lot of, I don't know, maybe panning from one side of the pitch to the other, making predictions here. Could be wrong. But yeah, it's going to be obviously about the movement of sound. Something like that. Now, I have to give a quick but enormous shout out to everyone who has kindly donated towards my efforts to get to DCI finals this year. We are edging ever closer to goal. We're about 3/4 of the way through now. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are freaking awesome. This is going to become a reality. And this week, I am releasing a video about how that week is going to go, okay? Because it's going to happen, and it's all down to you guys. And I'm so grateful. Just got a little way to go to goal. So as I say, every time, if you do have something to spare, I'd be so grateful. We can hit that goal and just make this trip everything that it needs to be. But yes, as I say, I'm going to be making a specific video about what that week's going to look like, where I'm going to be, what I'm going to be doing, that kind of stuff. Just give you an idea of what's going to go down. But it's going to be great. Anyway, let's get into it. Without further ado, let's go.
Kept it 100 from the start. Who knew what?
Blue. Oh, okay. Sorry. Interesting. Yeah, so that line of bods right there just sort of did a bit of a wave, a bit like a sound wave, you know, propagating, as I say. Interesting. So that sample that they were kind of like pressing on and off seemed to have almost like a phase effect to it, which gives anything that you put a phase effect on a real sense of kind of movement. So that was interesting. It sounded like it anyway. I don't know if that was actually almost sounds like an electric guitar. A bit like this. Sorry, I'm stopping loads already. I'm really sorry. A bit like the start of like Voodoo Child, Jimi Hendrix. Right, okay. Let's watch a decent amount. Wow. Woohoo! Landed. I love the semicircles. They give a surprising sense of motion, the way they're using them. Amazing. I just want to comment on the drill quickly because this is quite interesting. For the most part, it seems to be moving in one or at least like 2 or 3 large masses and then sort of spreads out to make another sort of long formation or something like that. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Let's go back a bit. One large, moving, evolving body. And then shoo. That's really cool. That's really cool. So there's kind of the vocal sample in the background is almost like it's being scratched, like a scratch DJ, and then you've got the horns playing like this very kind of staccato part, which works really well with it. And you can really see how they're trying to incorporate, the movement. Or not incorporate, kind of give a sense of the movement of sound. It's very interesting sonically. Yeah, and in terms of how they're using the frequencies, like you had the little fill on the drums there, and then you've got the horns, which are much lower at this point. It's movement, but it's also where the sound is spatially, using different instruments with different frequencies. It's very, very clever in terms of like the sound design, That's the first time I've seen anyone standing still. Obviously, it's called Kinetic, so you expect everyone to be moving a lot, but the movement is crazy. It is constant. Wish it was a bit louder. Can't really change it though. That's amazing. The color guard looked wicked. That was really cool. Again! hang on. We'll go back. Woo! Oh, that was fire. That was fire. Okay, let's do it again. Yeah, color guard looks so cool. Here, look. Almost like dolphins, like jumping out the waves. Listen. So good. I really wish this was louder in my cans. I can't make it any louder. I have to put the volume up in post-production. Wow, that's so cool. Wait. Again. That was all so complex, and I feel like I'm missing something. Also want to know what these spheres represent, right? Because maybe they are just vehicles for movement in any direction. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe them in themselves don't represent anything, because sound is waves, right? It's not granular. And so my feeling is that they are probably just vehicles. Maybe, is this what it is? Maybe the color guard are representing sound, and maybe the balls, these spheres, are just vehicles for them to move, for the sound to move in any direction. Maybe I'm reaching, maybe not. Who knows? You guys can let me know. Yeah, I just wondered, because they're dressed very colourfully, which could represent, and kind of in wavy patterns. So is that representing sort of sound waves and all the colours of sound that you can get, maybe? Love that as well. The little do 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 in the background. There's such movement and placement everywhere. Love it. Right. Okay. So we've got members of the horn line scattered about. I've seen some of them sort of like shaking and whatever, and they're being brought back by these spheres towards their instruments. I'm not catching what's going on here. And then you've got the color guard. Oh, I've got shivers. This is unlike any other show I've seen in some kind of way that I can't really put my finger on. Again.
One thing is being fixed, and the other thing is being moving. An inertial frame of reference is one in which the law of inertia is found. All frames of reference moving at a constant velocity with respect to an inertial frame are also inertial frames.
Something about inertia. Crisp. Crispy.
Is 42, 5 feet 8 inches tall. Normally wears his curly hair long. He has a ruddy complexion from all shoulders, and his barrel suggested. Musically transcript, a talented artist,
still judges on the field in 2015. Is that Judge? I thought that ended a while before this. That was wicked. I wish I could have seen that from a high cam. To be fair, they might. Yeah, it looks like you're going to be able to see it now. If I can get my freaking words out. The semicircles have now been split into 2 quarters, but they look a bit like scythes almost. And the effect was wicked. I know that's going to look amazing from high cam. Yeah, look. Oh no, you're not going to get to see it. Man, the drill in this is crazy. It's constant. Like my blue people who are up in here, tell me how exhausting this was for you. It must have been. Let me go back and do that again. Tell me in the comments, this must have been so exhausting for you. All the rehearsals leading up to the finals, you must have been knackered by the end of the week. Oh my goodness. It's just constant movement. Constant. That sounded a bit like The Simpsons. Yo, general effect score on this must have been amazing as well, because damn. Oh! Again. Check it out. Oh my god, this is so good. Look at this. We've got circles, and then everyone goes into a wave. Company front for a second. Yo. Oh my god. Again. Ooh. Got tears in my eyes. Woo! That was intense. What a closer. Gassed. Dang.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of David Glasgow, the Bluecoats.
What an enjoyable experience that was. I just had a look at the scores for the 2015 DCI finals. And yes, so even though Bluecoats placed third, they had this second highest general effects score at a 19.5, I believe. It was constant, as I say, it was constant. The movement was constant. Sonically, there's always something going on. It really helps listening to this in these headphones because they're really freaking great, and you can really hear the sound stage is huge. You can really hear the sort of separation of all of the different instruments and the sounds and the placement. But even so, more so with this particular show, they used that kind of spatial placement of the noise and the use of different frequencies, different instruments with different frequencies to really give you some kind of sense of movement and sound placement and all the things I've said a million times at this point. I keep repeating myself, which I do a lot. But anyway, just fantastic. But yeah, my Bluecoats family, hit me up in the comments and let me know what this was like for you guys to perform and to rehearse and to practice, because the movement was constant. It must have been exhausting to do. But anyway, nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. And it's always just such a fun experience to watch the Bluecoats. Anyway, look out for my announcement this week, guys. I'm going to be doing a lot more kind of sort of behind the scenes. I just did a behind the scenes of a DCI broadcast production video, reacted to that. If you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link just here right now. You can go and watch that. But I'm going to be doing some more of that kind of stuff. Really kind of trying to get my knowledge on everything that makes DCI to a higher level, right? So scoring, for instance, I know about general effect, and I know there's judges for, the horn line, for the, drums and color guard and stuff like that. But I really kind of want to get to know how the scoring works a little bit better. Anyway, all that to say, there's going to be more content like that, me kind of learning on camera for you guys and reacting to kind of different bits of content outside of the normal just kind of reacting to a show, right? So stay tuned. If you're interested in that kind of thing, hit subscribe and stick around for some more content. But anyway, thanks for being here, guys. I'll see you in the next one. And until then, be kind to yourselves, love everyone, and take care. I freaking love you guys.